Are you thinking about selling your beautiful San Francisco home? Watch this video next. If you're thinking about selling your home soon, you're going to enjoy this video. But before we get into the video, if you could do me a favor and hit the like button, and if you could smash the subscribe button, I sure would appreciate it. This is David Poulsen. I'm a realtor, your favorite realtor here in San Francisco, and I would love to be able to help you sell your home, buy a home here in San Francisco. Reach out to me. Call me, text, email, DM me down below. I'm here to help. All right, now let's get into the video about selling your home. I'm taking a walk here through San Francisco, one of San Francisco's iconic neighborhoods, the Duboce Triangle. You can see back behind me some of these beautiful Victorians. I'll show you some more back here. But I wanted to talk while we're walking about how to get ready to sell your house. You can see all these beautiful homes back here. But, you know, what do you have to do to get ready to get your home sold? So, you know, past couple days ago, I went over and I took a look at someone's home and just started to give them advice on what they need to do to get ready, you know, and they can take it for what it is. But, you know, the whole idea behind marketing your home is so that someone else, you know, the buyer, can envision themselves living in that home. Now, that's probably the big thing. The other thing, too, is you don't want to see a lot of things wrong with the property. So a lot of the time, you want to get these all fixed up and looking good, so people don't have the idea that they're buying something with problems. Now, this is a really big deal here in San Francisco because, you know, they're spending $1, $2, $3, $4 million on a home. They want to make sure that it doesn't have problems. Most people don't want to work on their home. You know, they don't want to have weekend projects or anything like that. What they're looking for is just to move in and, you know, continue on with their job or whatever it is they do for a living. And that is usually not fixing up a house. You can see back behind me all these beautiful homes here. So a lot of the time I will go through the house with the seller and we'll take a look at things. You know, maybe some things need updating. Maybe they don't. And always, again, it's up to the seller. I mean, the big question you've got to ask yourself is, do I want to sell this quickly? Do I want to sell this for more money? That's what you have to ask yourself. And if you do, then you're going to talk to your realtor and you're going to ask them, you know, what can I do to my home to make this sell quickly and for more money? And that's what they're going to tell you. Now, you are going out whether it's worth it for you to do what they suggest. And you're just going to have to temper your choices. So one of the things that I recommended to the seller that I met a couple of days ago was things like dry rot. You know, if you see some dry rot or you see some wood, you know, exposed, or paint cracking or things like that, what's that make you feel like if you're a buyer? Well, you're going to think there's a lot more things that need fixing in this home, right? Look at all these beautiful homes back behind me. That's why I like walking around this neighborhood. Very, very pretty. So I think you have to think about this from the perspective of the buyer. Even though you're a seller, you have to think like the buyer, what it is they're looking for and what they're looking at. And that's the best way to sell a home. So the realtor is going to give you these ideas. We always say depersonalize the house, you know, take down baby pictures and take down family photos and stuff like that. Why? It's because you want the buyer to walk in and you want them to envision themselves living there. And so that is why. And it's not meant as a slight or anything like that to you and your family. It's just constructive criticism. And that's how you have to take it. What they want to do is help you sell the house for the most money and for the quickest. One of the other things that I really recommend, and we do this throughout the Bay Area here, and especially in San Francisco, is getting the disclosures done ahead of time. We have what's called a disclosure packet, and you give these disclosures. And what is a disclosure? Well, you know, one of the things that we usually do is a pest report, so you know whether or not you've got termites or dry rot or things like that that are wrong with the house. And if you disclose all this to the buyer, it makes their job easy, because then they know what's wrong with the house and they can make a decision based upon whether or not they want to buy the house. The other thing is a home inspection, which I always highly recommend. And the home inspection is going to tell them, you know, what's wrong maybe with the electrical, or what's wrong with the plumbing, or what's wrong, you know, all these things. But then they can make a decision, and they can make a quick decision based upon these reports. The other thing is called a TDS. It's a transfer disclosure statement. This is where you, the seller, are going to tell the buyer all the things about that you know about the house. And the best thing, or the way that I counsel sellers, is just tell the truth. Tell everyone what's wrong with the house, or what problems you have, or you know, do you hear helicopters at night, or you know, something like that. So you always want to sit down and just, you know, tell the truth. That's what the transfer disclosure statement does. It's a message for the seller disclosing what they know, and they can make a quick decision based upon these reports. The other thing is called a TDS. It's a transfer disclosure statement. This is where you, the seller, are going to tell the buyer all the things about that you know about the house. And the best thing, or the way that I counsel sellers, is just tell the truth. Tell everyone what's wrong with the house, or what problems you have, or you know, uh, you know, do you hear helicopters at night, or something like that. So you always want to sit down and just tell the truth. That's what the transfer disclosure statement does. It's a message for the seller disclosing what they know to the buyer. And so that's what you do. So that's about it for this little walk and talk. But I just wanted to give you an idea. Now, there's other things you do when you are selling your home, and I'm going to make more videos about that. But this was just a brief primer on a couple of the important things that you need to do. There's many, many other things that you need to do. So, but I just wanted to take you around this beautiful neighborhood, and I just wanted to talk to you about selling your home. So if you want to talk further about selling your home, give me a call, DM me, email me, all that. And do me a favor, if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you could subscribe to the channel, I sure would appreciate it. This is David Poulsen, live here in Duboce Triangle, and hopefully you like this video. Hit the like, and give me a call. Live here in San Francisco's Duboce Triangle. Bye-bye.